Today we will discuss concurrency problem in DBMS. So first we have to understand what do you mean by concurrency problem. See, when we have multiple transactions executed concurrently in an uncontrolled or unrestricted manner, then it might lead to several problems. That is, we say we have many transactions. They are occurring simultaneously or concurrently, and there is no control over them. So at this point of time, there will be some specific problem, and we have to study those problems today. So why we need some specific control over the transactions when they are executed in parallel. So this class is all about discussing the problems. So the first problem that may occur for concurrently executing transactions is known as dirty read problem. Now see this example. Here transaction T1 reads the value A and T1 updates the value of A. And as I have discussed, whatever updation is made by a particular transaction, it is made inside a buffer in the main memory. So this updation is made in the buffer. Now here transaction T2 also reads the value A from the buffer, and T2 writes the updated value of the A. Now try to understand here the transaction T2 commits. So what do you mean by commit? Commit means whatever changes is made by the transaction T2, it is stored in the database, that is in the hard disk. And now here try to understand at this point of time transaction T1 fails. So after failure, the transaction has to perform rollback. Means whatever changes is made by the transaction, it should be undone. So now here we have to understand what is the problem in this example. So basically here T2 reads the dirty value of A, which is written by uncommitted transaction T1. So what is the meaning of this sentence? Whatever value is read by transaction T2, this value is not stored in the stable storage. So as a result, what will happen? This transaction fails and whatever changes is made by this transaction, it is undone. So there is no significance of this value A because T2 is expected to read the value of A which is written by the transaction T1. However, due to the failure of the transaction T1, what happens? This write operation got cancelled and it is coming to the previous read operation. So the read operation performed by T2 immediately after the write operation is getting invalid. So this kind of situation is known as dirty read. But what lesson we are learning here? So whenever we have more than one transaction which is executed concurrently, then if we have read and write operation, then the next transaction should read the value after commit operation of the first transaction. So here this transaction T2 must read the value because commit operation means the changes made by the transaction T1 is now in the stable storage, is now in the database. But what happens here? There is no question of commit. So as a result, after some time, this transaction fails. And as a failure, it has to roll back. So it is coming to the previous value. So whatever value T2 is reading, there is no significance. So this is one problem which is known as dirty read problem. Next problem is known as unrepeatable read problem. So to understand this problem, we have to focus on this example. So try to understand what is happening over here. Say here, transaction T1 reads the value of X. Say it is reading the value of X as 10. And T2 reads the value of X here. It means here also T2 is reading the value of X as 10. Now T1 updates the value of X. Say from initial value of X is 10. After updation made by T1, the value of X become 10 plus 5, that is 15. And remember one thing, it will be stored in the buffer, because whatever the transaction is writing after write operation, it is stored in the buffer. Now here T2 again reads the value of X. Now here what T2 will find, T2 find the value of X as 15. Now what is the problem here? Here T2 gets to read a different value of X in its second reading. Means for T2, whenever it is reading the value of X for the first time, it was 10. Now it is reading the same value of X, but it is getting a different value, that is 15. So here T2 wonders that how the value of X got changed. So this problem is known as unrepeatable read problem, because whenever I was discussing acid property, it was mentioned that we have the property of isolation. What is the meaning of isolation? Whenever we have more than one transaction, they are executing concurrently, at that point of time, one transaction will not know the existence of another transaction. So existence of both the transactions are hidden to each other. So this property is known as isolation. Here T1 and T2 is executed concurrently. So as a result, due to the isolation property, T1 and T2 has no idea about each other. So as a result, for T2, it is astonishing situation that whenever it is reading the value of X for the first time, it is getting 10. And whenever it is reading the same value of X in the second time, it is getting 15. So for a T2, it is a problem of unrepeated read, because T2 has no idea that T1 has already updated the value of X. Now, the third problem is known as lost update problem. So now consider this example. In this example, see, T1 reads the value of A. Say it is reading the value of A as 10. And T2 updates the value of A. Say here T2 is updating the value of A as 10 plus 5, say 15. This is updated in the buffer. Now here this kind of write is known as blind write. In this example, the most important point is T2 is performing blind write. Whenever I am talking about any specific transaction, I have mentioned that first we have to read the value, then only I can write the value. But if there exists any transaction that only writes the value or updates the value without reading it, this kind of situation is known as blind write. So in this example, transaction T1 is performing update operation after reading. So there is no problem. But here transaction T2 is updating the value of A without reading it. So basically here T2 is performing a blind write operation. So now at this point of time, after performing blind write, the T2 commits. Means whatever changes has made by the T2, it is stored in the stable storage in the database. So when T1 commits, it writes the value of A in the database. T1 writes over a written value of T2. So in that case, whatever update T1 has got, it is lost. So here the point is we have two problems. The first problem occurs due to the blind write, and the second problem occurs due to the different timing of the commit operation. Means T1 is expected to write the value whatever updation is made by this transaction T1. Say T1 has initial value 10 and here it is updating the value as 25. So T1 was expecting that after commit operation it will get the value of A as 25 because this updation is made by T1. However, in between T2 has made some updation on this value A. It has just added value 5 unit to the value of A without reading it and it commits. So as a result, whatever updation is made by this transaction T1, it is lost because this is the first commit operation made by T2. So it will be visible. So this kind of problem is known as lost update problem. So now here you have to understand one note, that is this problem occurs whenever there is a write-write conflict. So from this example we can find out another situation that why this updation has got lost. So we have many reasons that we have blind write, we have different timing of commit. However, the third reason is we have write-write conflict. Now, what do you mean by write-write conflict? See, the meaning is whenever we have two different transactions and both the transaction is performing write operation on the same value. So this kind of situation is known as write-write conflict. So the definition of conflict is there must be two transactions or more than that. So to make a conflict, they have to operate on same value. And whenever they are performing write operation on the same value, it is known as write-write conflict. So the third reason of lost update problem is writing conflict, as both the transaction is writing on the same variable. So it will create one conflict. Now we will discuss the last problem that may occur whenever we have two transactions which are executing concurrently. And this problem is known as phantom read problem. This problem occurs when a transaction reads some variable from the buffer, and when it reads the same variable later, it finds that it does not exist. Means concentrate on this example. So in this example, say transaction T1 reads the value of X. Now transaction T2 also reads the value of X. Now at this point of time, transaction T1 deletes the value of X. So now whenever transaction T2 is trying to read the value of X at this point of time and T2 find that the value of X does not exist because it is already deleted by T1, but due to isolation T2 has no idea about the existence of T1. So as a result, T2 finds that there does not exist any variable X at this point of time. So T2 wonders who deleted the variable X, because according to it, it is running in isolation. Means T2 understands that this is the only transaction exists in the database. So as a result, this read operation is known as phantom read for the transaction T2. So these are the problem that we may expect whenever we have concurrently executed transactions. So to ensure consistency of the database, it is very important to prevent the occurrence of all these problems. Means we must ensure that whenever we have many transactions which are executed in parallel or concurrently, then this kind of problem should not occur.